Yes, so hello. Um, yeah, today we are going to be playing Doki Literature Club. I can't really pronounce it, but you know. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah. So let's get going, I guess. Yeah. So it's a little bit of a trigger warning, I guess, because yeah, it's a little bit of a weird game. Yeah. So this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit this thing. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you're agreeing that you are at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. I agree, yes. Let's go. That's basically what we just read. Let's do this new game. Aqua, let's go. Hey! Sorry, I'm not very good at voice acting, so yeah. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori. Wait. I could make myself just a little bit bigger. Like that. My neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Understandable. But if she's going to chase me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sign and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. Shit, sorry. That's mean, Aqua. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near the streets becoming increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Aqua, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible I did. In one of the many conversations where I dismissively got along with whatever she was going on about. Sayori liked to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Feel you. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years. Because you're not used to the real world. Okay, that's a good concern, I guess. You trust me, right? Don't make me worry about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Did I do it to let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? Wait. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Exaggerate? Sorry, I can't pronounce that. You know what it means. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sarah wanted me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello! Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you out coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Theory? Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie? Sayori is vice president of the literature club? Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature? Literature? In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I guess I stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus, today marks the day as I sold my soul for a cupcake. Yes. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, a new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Okay. Welcome. I don't know how to do voices very well. I feel like she has like a deeper voice. Let's see. Yeah, I don't. Welcome. No, I can't. Yeah. welcome to Litter Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm so bad at voicing. It's insane. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you bought a boy? You bought a boy? Wait to kill. Wait. My voice is not good. Okay. Wait. Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Aqua, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? Wait, sorry. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Oh my god, I'm so bad. Okay. Sorry. Natsuki. Oh god. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Oh, sorry. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Aqua. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika? Come sit down, Aqua. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? I'm sorry, I'm bad at voice acting, okay? It's, they're all blending together, but you know. The girls have a few desks arranged. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walks over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a warp tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki probably marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow! Natsuki lifted the foil of the tray and revealed dozens of white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and a little piece of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! Sorry. I had no idea. Wait. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry up and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my finger, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice she's sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard this. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you know, you dummy. Alright. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. Sorry. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before sitting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get imitated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not it. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, so Sayori seemed really happy here, so... that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity, and how to prepare for events. Hello. Welcome to the stream. No, it's good. It's all fine. But yeah, we have now entered the... Well, we haven't officially joined, but we have now met all the members of the literature club. I can't pronounce it. Literature. I can't pronounce that, so... Sorry if I'm pronouncing it bad all the time. But we have met up with everyone, and it seems like we're gonna join the club, So, yeah. And I will say, I'm not very good at voice acting, so... the voices are probably gonna blend together, and they definitely have already been doing that a bunch, so I'm sorry for that. But yeah. Yeah. But let's continue. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, and I'm fulfilling that dream, Monica really is a great leader. Oh my god. Yuri also nodded in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard starting a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all of the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But I mean, she's popular. Would it be that difficult for her to start a new club? No, I don't think so. but it makes school events feel like the festival. Oh, sorry. It makes school events like the festival much more important. I'm confident that we can all grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone is enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why we were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. Oh my god. Sorry. So Aqua, what kind of... Wait, sorry. So Aqua, what kind of thing do you like to read? I cannot do a deeper voice, sorry. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, huh? I guess. Well, that can change. Sorry. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking about seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traced the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build the deep and complex fantasy worlds. Sorry, that was not a... Okay. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. That's not good, sorry. And letting a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. That was not good reading, I apologize. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obviously by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, it's like a lot. Oh wait, sorry. But you know, it's like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Sorry. Isn't it amazing how writers can deliberately take advantage of your own lack of oh my god, I can't read. Apologize. Imagination. Wait, imagination? I apologize. To completely throw you for a loop. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped some I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have a conversation with the rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. Wait, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surely horror is often very stressful at changing the way you look at the world, but it's only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, I just... Nazi's eyes start over for me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things. Don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. You look like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! I'm sorry. And give it back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is as cute as you are. Siri slides up behind Natsuki and put her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Well, I guess sometimes. What do you care? Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki's feel. Sharing the level of writing takes more than just confidence. The trust from the writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exploring your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you'd share some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuki feel more comfortable to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sat in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quite quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's all do it. Plus, now we have a new member. I think it would help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Aqua? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What is that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Siri may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Sorry. But I'm sorry. I thought Aqua, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make clear-headed decisions when it's like this? That's it. If writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yay! I'm so happy! Sari wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. That's why I came. That makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Oh my god, I can't pronounce it, sorry. Thank you, I guess. Thanks, I guess, sorry. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remembers tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Oh shit. Aqua, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel an anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Aqua, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Yuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, I might as well. Yay! Alright, now that the two of us depart the club and make our way home, the whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? And perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of the girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Alright, let's write a poem. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member would like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay, so I'm thinking we're either gonna go for Natsuki or Yuri, right? Let's not do Yuri. So either Natsuki or Yuri, but I'm not really sure which one I should choose. You know? But I'm thinking maybe Yuri. I guess. Let's go with her, okay? Let's go with Yuri and then we'll see. That's the word I couldn't pronounce, so I remember she talked about that. Tragedy, we candy together, bliss, dream, captive, pure puppy, Doki. Tragedy? Oh no, that was Sayori. Okay, shit. Sadness, awesome, loud, anxiety, bubbles, childhood, skirt. Nature. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. Disaster, sing, yumpy, jump, blanket, laugh, and yeah. Anger, heart, rainbow, destiny, horror, yeah. Bunny, question, fun, playground, holiday, explode, romance, vertigo. I don't know what that means, but I figured. Philosophy, blah. Extreme, starspeak, passion, cage, wrath, grief, electricity, marriage, hurt, love. Okay. Desire, entropy, vanilla, graveyard, hope, special, atone, family, joy, beauty, play, whisper. Graveyard? Yes. Unstable, sweet, cute, whistle, vibrant, extends, friends, tears, vitality, party. Whistle? No shit, okay. Sticky, spinning, flowers, fluffy, tenuous, evanescent, I don't know what that means. Unrestrained, broken, strawberry, milk. Oh yes. Ribbon, pink, misery, eternity, pain, daydream, hair, waterfall, papa, lust. Eternity. Infallible, out, shame, despise, uncanny, intelligible. Happiness, socks, excitement, fear. Judgment, crimson, kiss, music, calm, embrace. Huh. I don't know. Fear? Okay. I thought since she liked horror, but no. Adventure, journey, shiny, misfortune, hopeless, disoriented, lucky, nibble, lazy, alone. Okay. Aura is skipping, unending, faster, silly, treasure, dark, mouse, chocolate, time. I think it's unending. Okay. Melody, incongruent, ocean, comfort, fantasy, disarray, giggle, agonizing, cry, prayer. Incongruent. I'm just going for long words for her. I don't know. Anime, vivid, heartbeat, massacre, smile, essence, breathe, wonderful, summer, determination. Memories, vacation, sunny, perfect, headphones, lipstick, bed, pleasure, roof, bouncy. I have no idea. It was pleasure. I was just guessing. Hey Aqua. Hey again, Aqua. Sorry. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the club. I'm back at the literature club. I'm just gonna call it club, okay? Whenever they say it like that. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thank you for keeping your promise, Aqua. I hope it isn't too overwhelming for a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. So you already told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. Sorry. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth of someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying manga and manga. Manga is literature. Literature. It is, yeah. Swiftly defending Natsuki's plot back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Aqua always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helped me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable, sorry. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. You almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two really are good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Oh, how come? You and Aqua can become good friends too. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, you even brought yours something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Theory made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Sorry. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It makes me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it shouldn't keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl actually being so cute? Even picked out a book she thinks I like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically takes the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sarah and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is roaming around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But all the same, I would feel bad from distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she had lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Oh, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this sentence, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. I'm just curious how come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. Well, I definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once I start picking up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What is it about, anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Marco. And there's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't actively give anything away. And basically it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is dangerous, she seems to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Aqua? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that you were into those things. But she's so shy and reclusive, so on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Just those kind of stories. Wait. Sorry. I got a message I have to read. Alright, sorry. Alright, now. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals, or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villainous plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. Maybe I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. Well, I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. I'm sorry if I ended up saying something strange. And please stop me if I'm talking too much. If I start talking too much, sorry. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literary club after all. Ah, that's right. Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quietly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine. Alright, is it fine if I sit here, right? I sleep in the seat next to Yuri. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. Sorry. It's just that something I'm not very used to. Sorry. That's it. I'm reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what you meant about reading in company. as soon as I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... You're really apologizing a lot, don't worry. Don't you, sorry. I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Well, here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of us. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, sorry, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the other side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. Then I hold it like this. We humbled even closer together than before. Sorry. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can read It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Ready? To turn the page? Sorry. I think I got a little bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. Ooh, I see the eye. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me? Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. You will no longer ask me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost felt like an intimate exchange. Okay. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she... Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see it into your head or anything. That's their kind of resentment of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. Aqua, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really don't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What? Oof. What are you saying all of a sudden? I'm noticing my Yuri voice is changing all the time. I apologize. Okay, everyone. Ooh. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spreading from finishing her thoughts. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if I haven't been looking forward to this. That's not... It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do this. I'll do some reading tonight. Or would you prefer if I only read it with you? I guess you don't have to... I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little bit... I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the work, the first 2 chapters, in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slips it back into my bed. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone else to share with? I can't wait! Zero and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Yuri's on the wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. Sorry. On the other hand, Monica wrote her in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's precise handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly complies well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Alright. I'm just gonna go from up and down. I don't feel like it matters which order you do them in, so I'm just gonna start here and go down. I'm definitely more comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. This is a good poem, Aqua. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it's impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously. Or you wouldn't write one out at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you really are a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Aqua. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motivation here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all, yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Okay, let's see. Dear Sunshine, the way you go through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Okay. So it's either like literally about the sunshine, or it's about a guy that she likes, and then it's just, you know. But I want breakfast, that is understandable. And if when I'm saying guy, I mean me, obviously. Because like I don't know. But like she has a problem with oversleeping, and she does want to walk with us to school, so we are like the reason she gets out of bed, I'm thinking. Kind of, I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know. It was an okay poem, I guess. I would not have been doing better if I wrote a poem, so yeah. This is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this? No? Just a little bit? You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or, how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. True. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. And it was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. I'm going to write the best poems ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Let's read Natsuki's. Aqua, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh? What, do you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about. Fine. Well, sorry, I forgot to do the voice. I'll be better anyway. You'll be better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Okay, that's such a stupid poem. But it's amazing. I'm sorry. Yeah. I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. What are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. Oh, sorry, I forgot to do the voice again. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing styles wouldn't make your message any less valid. Sorry. Yeah, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is it puts more weight into the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did? I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what I meant. That's what it means to be. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. I didn't expect from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Yeah. Let's go with Yuri's. I feel like she's gonna have a handwriting thing, like a nice one. So I might have a trouble reading this. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her outlining. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Sorry. Yuri first covers her mouth, then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. That's right. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicate you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Oh my god, Whoa, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly? Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there's a specific writing habits that are unusual, typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their own style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style. Oh my god, this is so different from what I started off with. Pick a writing style from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both styles and the expressive are weakened. Once you find your train of thought, that's as if demeanor totally changes. Demeanor, sorry. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. I definitely did not sound like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that can go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them, but building them. But getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes from practice and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself or me or Natsuki. Sorry. Oh my god. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles extremely, as if there's a rare opportunity for her. Which in itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh, okay. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The cast remaining street light The last remaining streetlights to have withstood the last of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Claims. Oh, calm breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Okay. I'm sorry, I have such a terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. I was having a bit difficult time reading it. But it took you a long time to read. It did, yeah. Well, I just don't really read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghostry? Actually, this story isn't about a ghost at all, Aqua. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poems often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experience in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolical compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Aqua. Me too. Monica. Hi, Aqua. Having a good time so far? Oh, yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions from the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? I'm kind of embarrassed, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Aqua. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? It's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Aqua. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. I really like metaphorical. I'm not sure why I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I'm sure I underestimated you. I guess I underestimated you. It's easier for me to keep everyone expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that you really likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolisms. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. You really likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It kind of takes years of practice, when I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure it's nowhere near her level yet. And don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure you'll end up trying different things a lot. Sorry. It could take a while before I could feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the only way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. That's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, if you don't... Do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Sorry. Hole in a wall. It couldn't have been me. I see the direction the sparkle produces. A nosy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel. Blind, I like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My rotations already sourced with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. I'm just a little hole. I wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now what I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. Okay, a hole in the wall. I'm guessing... I mean, obviously, I already know that Monica is a little bit like... So I'm thinking with like the hole in the wall, they're talking about a computer screen. Because she's not looking out at us, we're looking in at her. I think that's what this is really, yeah. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for free feedback. It's okay. Yeah, this kind of style has poems pretty popular nowadays. That's it. A lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. Sorry, I'm not very good at reading, so... This was the inspiration one. That was the inspiration behind this one. Well, I'm not sure if you know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany? I don't know what that means recently. Epiphany! I figured it out. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you would never make any progress. You just force yourself to get something down on a paper and tidy it up later. Other way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So if you move your hand and go with the flow... Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Return. I got a little bit scared that I got up and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Thank you for giving the advice. Phew. I guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. That was a little bit more stressful than I anticipated. That's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's why I ended up getting myself in. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Siri and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki next. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tangent, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyes borrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Sorry. Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dimly returns the poems to the desk with her one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you had to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I really didn't come out nice at all. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Aqua did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of your own. First of all, excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. Oh my god. And Aqua liked my poem too, you know? He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Aqua appreciated my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And now he's... Shit. Huh? And now you... Ha! And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I wasn't full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do so cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boob magically grew a size bigger as soon as Aqua started showing up. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys. And suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Aqua, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. That's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason. That means the meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Aqua. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. That's the only way to convert complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary, limited yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Aqua? I don't know, I'm a little bit more on Natsuki's side here, actually, because, I mean, if a text is written pretty simply, it's a lot more easier to understand. Well, how did I get right into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Natsuki, yeah. I'm going with her. I'm starting. Maybe I should write poems for Natsuki next. Yuri? You're really talented. Well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that I've racked my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feeling with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah, I did, didn't I? Shows how much you know. That's not... I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look. What we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing. And sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Every small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Zero is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that briefly audibly. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't even mean anything she said. So you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey! It's not like you don't need to apologize for me, Aqua. Jeez. Natsuki take a breath. The thing about... Natsuki glanced around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with that than she boasted. Stare and Monica looks away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looked away, avoiding eye contact with everyone. Yeah, you're really naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori? I'll go make some tea. I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat her on the shoulder. Well, now that we passed that, everyone's reading each other's poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone. Especially you, Aqua. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, not at all, not at all. Still time before we go home, so we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. Heh. In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in the literary club probably means I can spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Aqua, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Aqua, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I had spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Alright, Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they're making good friends with you. Phew. You know, Aqua, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going... Sorry. Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught onto this kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pass you on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Should we do like every other? So now we're gonna go for Natsuki and then next time. Yeah, let's do that. Vibrant. Okay, that was her. Vanilla. I'm thinking she likes baking, so vanilla, right? Yeah. Broken blanket, passion, infallible hop, eternity, beauty, cage, faster bed. She likes cute things. Blanket. Okay. Anime, that's her, obviously. Poof. Yeah. Cute. Obviously. Kitty, maybe? Yeah. Fluffy. Giggly. Sugar. Bubbles. Hair shiny. Marshmallows. Awesome. Sadness. Questioning. Amazing. Silly. Games. Vivid. Sunny. Shame. Judgment. Charm. Ribbon. Maybe. Twirl. Whisper. Skipping. Play. Ocean. Dark. Play. Oh shit. Lazy, empathy, sheer. Memories, together, disoriented, vicious, peaceful, papa, depression. Peaceful? Okay. Treasure, jump, Clouds. Calm. Fun. Shit. Boop. Maybe? Yeah. Fireworks. Meager. Rose. Sweet. Pure. Parfait. Sweets. Yay! Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little bit more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Aqua. Yo, Sayori. Sorry. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simplest thing with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Zoe? Why is that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and let its contents spill into the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you're planning to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that you could lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. Oh, I get it. I give up, sorry. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Jerry suddenly giggles. I didn't notice she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Aqua to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after putting a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is far enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's fun inside of you. Sorry. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That's still coming for you, Sayori. I guess that's a little devil inside of us, isn't there? God. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you could have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me some credit than that, Sayori. Yeah. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was that? A cookie? Sure enough, a young cookie wrapped in a plastic. Sayori glances around. It's a miracle? It's because I paid my retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Haha. Natsuki. That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Suri hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Suri rapidly tears open the paper and takes a big bite. So good. So good. But, Suri suddenly claps her hand over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. I'm still really happy that you shared this one with me. Suri gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki. Natsuki then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. Sorry. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Suri off of her. Oh. Suri suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Suri draws away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica is in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. It's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than Elliot, than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica shows the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. And to be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I will say, I have played Doki Doki Literature Club before, okay? And I do remember the piano. I kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play sometimes for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Aqua. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I used to leave Alciri's mischievous escape. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyways. It looks like she has already settled down. Theory sometimes already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Oh. I hear Natsuki utter an unexpected sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica? She never puts my stuff back in the right spots. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacks books on boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Oh. Sometimes. Manga is one of those things you can't admit you're really into until you figure out where the other person stands. What? I feel like you can't admit you like manga, right? It's fun. I personally prefer to watch anime over reading manga, but sometimes if there's an anime that only has like 1-2 seasons and you want to continue and see what happens next, then picking up the manga, I'll do that sometimes, so I get it. Oh. How did you know anyway? I heard you bringing it up at some point. Oh, I heard you bringing it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lot of volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I put it out to the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatched it out of my hand. She then turns the box of manga and slips the volume right into this middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Much better, sorry. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating thing in the world. I know how that feels. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait girls? It's a series I never heard of in my life. It probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on the... If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Aqua. Sorry. Considering the lesson straight from the literary club, don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Part 5 Girl from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the books right into my hand. I stare at the cover. It's featured 4 girls in colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses. It's expectedly Moe. I don't really remember what that means. I have known in the past, but yeah. Don't just stand there. Oh. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall, beneath the windowsill. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't you say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki covers her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. Oh my god. I'm trying to sit more comfortably. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I opened the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space, so while she hops, I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager than beginning reading than I am. Excuse me. My phone is ringing. I have to answer it. I'm back. Okay. Whoa, how long has it been since I read the beginning? Whoa, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can't talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since I'm rare for writing to be entertained enough to make up for the lack of plot. I can understand that. But I will say, I do like a slice of life. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that doesn't have a plot? I mean, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. But it's really a fun chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, it's all kinds of drama. Ooh, I have to. And when some of the romance starts to happen, that's really what makes it so good. There's so many touching parts. Is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I understand you. Yeah. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? Oh, Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that it hasn't, haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seem like it's about baking. That is just a guess, but there's a lot of baking in this manga. Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does it matter? It doesn't, I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. It just happens to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. I would like to... I would ever get into something because it's in the manga. Okay, so she got into baking because of this manga, I see. I don't feel bad for anyone that's impressionable. Yeah. Aha. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, all of the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Yeah. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? We'll read on for a few more minutes. We've already a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something like this with someone else. I always get excited when I convince one of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean. You don't? That's not it. Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? You don't share manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. Just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you're still grown? You haven't still grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Oh, I know those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. I kinda did too, so I get it. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. That's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Captain Manga was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh. I can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. Okay, so she seems to have some issues with her dad, probably. So that Papa one from the thing is probably connected to her, I guess. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Yes, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot this happened. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bit bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about this yet. I just finished this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. Yeah, it's a really nice feeling. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for who it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you still ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly noticed how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright. Guess I stop here for now. I closed the book and I headed towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Oh yeah, but Monica just said. Don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is that real alright? I said most because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. I wouldn't take forever to finish it if you don't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the first volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I'll stand up. I'll return to when I get my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. Alright. I mean, let's start with Natsuki's poem. Because that one was really fun last time. It was really simple, stupid, so let's start with that one. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me, then back at the poem. But now she must have read it more than once. Aren't you supposed to be bad at this? Is that a compliment? No, I mean, you know, Natsuki struggles to find the words she wants. I just expected a lot less after what you showed me yesterday. That's all. Well, I guess I just got lucky with this one. Yeah, exactly. You just got lucky, you know. Don't get used to it. You always manage to write poems this cute. I mean, well written. No, I mean, also that's how it is. My poem is cute. Now, why are you smiling? It's not like I like cute things. And Natsuki showed my poem back towards me. Huh, reading it again, deciding that it's not so great after all. It's too cute and doki. I would only impress, you know, girls who like those kind of things. For some reason, Natsuki is incredibly easy to see through. Well, anyway, you're gonna read mine now, right? Judging by your taste, you probably liked it a lot. Okay. You'll probably learn something too. Don't forget who the real pro is. Yeah. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Anytime I hurt my legs really bad, Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. She probably has a lot of friends. Amy has a lot of friends. I always hear talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friend starts to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anymore. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's amazing. It's quite a bit longer than yesterday. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you don't think it was the best I could do. Of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. It definitely is. I don't have to explain it. No, you do not have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. It helps people who realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can't be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'll make fun of you or think less of you. Is this like, cause obviously, so I'm guessing it's not her being like, I don't like Amy because she's friends. I think in this situation she is Amy. You know, so somebody doesn't like her because she likes spiders, but it's not necessarily spiders. Maybe it's like cute things or manga, right? That she likes, that somebody doesn't like her for, is my guess. Something that's, that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. I'm sure a lot of other people can too. That's what I do best after all. Sorry, I had to yawn. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. I am. Let's do Sayori. Her poems last time was pretty fun, I guess. Ooh, I like this one, Aqua. It has some nice feeling in it. I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know? Well, it's not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. That's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. That is how it works, isn't it? Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole process, this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you just try to give it some thought? Anyway, want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean. I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, something like a sad poem too. Something a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? There's the word I'm looking for. Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Zoe. Well, I like happy the most. I like something when you have a little rain cloud in your head. A sad poem can give the rain cloud a little hug and makes a nice happy rainbow. So that's unexpectedly poetic. It is. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Aqua. I go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. Okay, but I put back the top of the shelf of all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle, all in a row. My collections make me a lot of friends. Each bottle is a starlight to make the amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams, friends after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. It blows dust off my bottle caps, and it doesn't feel like time elapsed. I don't know. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends looked through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and in comes my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I practically pulled them from the shelf and one after the other, holding them out to each of my every friend, each and every bottle, but every time I let one go, it jars against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in the shards all over the floor. they were supposed to be my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Damn, okay. Yeah, okay, I think this is a little bit about depression, right? Or like, I don't know, she's like giving her happy thoughts away. She was like putting them in bottles and giving them to her friends instead of using them for herself or something. So it's like a little bit like depression, you know? Holy crap. So did you write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because, yeah, I'm so used to being careful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking so too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you wouldn't be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like it. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah. Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. You always had a habit of being obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those things. But seeing the passion in your eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. I see. Alright, let's do Yuri now. It's my turn. Let's see how it composed to yesterday's. I see. It's a bit different. I respect you for trying different things, Aqua. Were you inspired by Natsuki's poem? Or Sayori's, perhaps? Well, I guess you could say that. Yeah, I thought so. I'm happy for you. You don't need to find inspiration in my poems. I write them for myself, not for anyone else. So I don't really need for people to like them or anything. Yuri? I'm so sorry for being blunt, but you're overthinking this a little. Just because our styles are different doesn't mean I dislike your poems. In fact, if I tried to do something in your style, I would probably just do a terrible job. I see. I'm sorry. My stupid mind, it likes to do that sometimes. Anyway, you don't need to be afraid to be a little bit more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. I don't feel like you need to work my brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That one way to truly entangle your reader to see, oh my god, see your mind. Into your mind. I have to put my phone in the charger. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. Right, there you go. Yeah, I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that is if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a quality snack. My attention was caught by the scattering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tenderness as an human. I can't read this sentence or word. I gave the raccoon a piece of the bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The excitement, the enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread. Wait, okay. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its place and reflects that much more light of my cutting knife. Okay, I apologize for being bad at reading this, cause yeah, the very same light that glistens in the eye of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classy, Pavlovna conditions. I slice the bread and I feel myself again. I feel like this is more about self-harm than anything. Yeah. So I think the bread is her arm, maybe, or some other part of her body, and the raccoon is like, I don't know, a little bit of relief of feeling like pain. I don't know. I was a little bit more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that, yeah. It's a little more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. Yeah, that's right. That's a bit closer to my preferred writing styles. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own ways. I wanted to express the way I feel for me to include in more unusual hobbies. For those sorts of things I usually force to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Oh, that's funny. Funny? Did Nazia also write something about that? About something being ridiculous for a strange interest? She did. Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. She sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seems like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Well, please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness. I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. I'm sorry if I'm swaying a little bit. I can't sit still, so. But I'm glad that you're a good listener. Right, let's do Monica. Hi again, Aqua. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote today? Sure, here you go. I gave my poems to Monica. Alright. I like it, Aqua. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh jeez. Oh, no. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Is she the one who wrote Frankenstein? I don't know. Maybe a long time ago. She's famous for telling all kind of stories in just a few simple words. Oh, maybe not. His poems can. Okay, he's no. Okay, it's not the guy. Okay. His poems can be funny, endearing, and even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably wouldn't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning to. So I can see why it would be kind of poem to explore. Yeah. But anyway, I want to read my poem now. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. This is color of a screen, by the way. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Shine, coins, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Lowered me. Yeah, so this is very much screen computer. It's very more abstract. It's even more abstract than your last one. Oh. Yeah, I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space the words can totally change the mood of the poem. That's true. It's almost like magic. They wrote the lines really short, makes me feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. It's not really, it's about a screen. The fourth wall, by the way. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you feel yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. So whenever something unexpected may happen. Wait, is that even about writing? Oh, I see. So saving. Oh, okay. So then I can do like 2 different paths, maybe? I don't know. What am I even talking about? Haha. That's my advice for today. That is good advice, though. Thanks for listening. So, yeah. Since I'm doing a little bit with, because I both like Yuri and Natsuki, so I'm thinking we could do like a little bit with both of them. So every other poem, I'm thinking. So then because I know later there's like an event they go to. Like they're doing something for like a festival. And I do know that they're going to the house, so then I could save and do both options. Yeah. So thank you, Monica, for that advice. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Well, we'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Yuri has been working on posters and I've been designing some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. Sorry. We're going to be performing. Monica? Yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. So we're putting it on the poems in case everyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Putting on the posters, yeah, okay. So we had been coloring a poster, holding it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already stop putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I don't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagine if Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys. No, Sayori. Understand what they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri has never shared their poems with anyone until just a few days ago. It's also a lot to ask of them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess it's kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we could give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. Sorry, I'm yawning. Ooh. If we start the event and each put a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And more people will perform, the better we'll be showing everyone what literature is all about. Sorry. Yeah. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? I want to save. I'm thinking, because I do know we're gonna do a decision of who we're gonna like do preparations with. So I'm not sure if it's now or if it's the next day. I know we all do. If it all takes its stance in front of the room of 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Yuri looks worried. I mean, what if they write the poem and then, like, the player read them, the poems? Then they wrote it, but then nobody needs to know who wrote them, you know? I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Yuri and Monica has been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but It looks like Natsuki don't have any argument left. Okay, fine. I guess they just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. How about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glanced around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I really have no choice. I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. The club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh, gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to participate reciting them in front of each other. No way, Monica. This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. Then she stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is priceless. She knows exactly how to apply emotions behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something else she's done before? Is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Yuri looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Monica finished her recitation. Sorry. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. Well, that was good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to see set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Yuri? I'll go next. Yuri fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutched the sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium. This poem is called So Sorry. I'm yawning. Yuri and Anoxley glanced at each other. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this, but she's suddenly putting in so much effort. As Yuri gets past the first couple lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed in her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that has interest with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into riling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, and if she bewildered herself, it's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards and give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not the way we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sarah hops onto the chair, cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sorry? It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Ah, try not to think it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way that way. I see. Okay then. Zero begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori's. It's sincere and bittersweet. If I were to read this on a paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice, it almost gives it a whole new meaning. But this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. I like to get to reach more deeply into someone else I thought I knew. Through and through. Sayori finish, and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Aqua liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? I came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nice. But it might be that the other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where the sort of gentle delivered wouldn't work as well. They might be a little more forced behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. As well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to read in front of people. Sorry. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little bit more. You don't have too much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki. Don't make me do this, Aqua. It's not I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Aqua lower everyone's standard a little bit before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. It's not like I have much of a selection of what I want to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, I had to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. So I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it too much. I think it's less about your ability and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. It's something that'll improve over time though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. Let's just leave Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki bravely gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called. It's called. Why are you guys looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poems, her sour attitude disappears a little bit. When she's still a little unenthused, her poems has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well with spoken out loud. The words feel like they're bounced up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finished and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Oh, well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's how it is now, so... Well, I guess it's the case, in that case. You won't have much to worry about the festival, sorry. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming though. through. It might be hard, but I know that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poems to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting it all in effort for the club. I'm so sorry. I'm getting tired. I'm thinking we're gonna write the poem, and then after that we're gonna end the stream. It makes me really happy. Oh yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, so let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. I've been working out really nice so far. I'd like to continue that. So for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can't do this. I can't do it. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Yuri and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It is for that sake of the club. And I'm impressing Monica. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Yuri? Yep. Look at you two already going home together like that. Kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, you guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little bit nice though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Aqua, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. Yeah. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today Sayori is being a little bit quieter than usual on the way home. Hey Sayori. Sorry I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Natsuki asked to walk home with you. Would you do it? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me in a spot here. I don't know. Natsuki is not gonna hear this. I'm thinking it's just Yuri, and I am a little bit of a people pleaser, so let's just be a little bit nicer. You really think I would ditch you for Natsuki? I would though. But just for yeah. But she's so cute and fun to be around. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you already seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. Ruin that. You're so silly, Aqua. You think about me too much sometimes. Natsuki would deserve if she wanted it to so. Sorry, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of weird thinking of Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Yeah. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Yeah. Okay. Should we do all the girls? We're not doing Sayori. I'm gonna go for Yuri this time. So yeah. Sensation. Sensations. Infinite. Okay, melancholy. I'm not entirely sure what that means. Portrait. Yeah, Starscape. Essence. Ribbon Hardware Extraordinary. Oh, okay. Pleasure, Amazing Pink, Destiny. Destiny? Calm, Incubable, Heaven Sent, Disarray, Effulgent, Infallible Games. Calm? Oh, okay, no. Uncontrollable, Disaster Blanket, Lightning, Playground Determination, Understrained. Okay, Rain Cloud, Philosophy. Wonderful, Lucky, Loud, Ambient, Vibrant, Sugar, Anger, Aura, Landscape, After Image, Judgment. Okay. Fluffy, Sing, Clumsy, Shame, Disoriented, Feather, Awesome, Cry, Air, Lust. Sorted. Okay. Sunny, Vivid, Pure, Whistle, Uncanny, Nightgown. Okay, no, yeah, okay. Anxiety, Eternity, Nature, Holiday, Promise, Laugh, Entropy, Contamination, Graveyard, I think those are Hurt, Puppy, Boop, Forgive, Yump, Q, Flying, Vacation, Froth, Raindrops. Funny, Sadness, Play, Beauty, Imagination. Oh my god. Oh man. Okay. Let's save here. We haven't done that. But yeah, so I'm thinking because it's probably gonna be this one when we're gonna choose, so then we're gonna do all the different things just to see the different storylines. I'm thinking when we're like preparing for the festival, because I know that we're gonna go to like their house and stuff, and so then we're gonna save and just like see all of the paths there, and then we're just gonna take one of them and just continue with the story after that. So yeah. But yeah. So next time we're, as I said, we're gonna continue gonna prepare for the festival probably, and yeah, that's fun. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. But anyway, thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll see you next time. I don't have too much more to say than that. If you stay this far, why don't you like, subscribe, follow, or whatever you want to do. If you want to, of course. If you don't want to, you don't have to, obviously. But anyway, thank you for watching. Bye.